It's calm and quiet at Richmond Park now, but at 7:45 tomorrow night, 2,700 fans will be packed in at St Patrick's Athletic host to NS Muru of Slovenia in the Europa Conference League second qualifying round first leg. We've just finished our media day here in Inchicore. We're going to hear from Eoin Doyle as well as Anto, Breslin and Adam O'Reilly in a moment. But first, here's the thoughts of the manager, Tim Clancy.
We've analysed them as much as we could. Two legs in the first round of the qualifiers, and then we watched their game against a team in the first day of the season as well on Sunday. So we've had someone out there watching them. We've done enough video, so we're looking forward to get started now.
Yeah, it's an interesting time for League of Ireland managers, particularly against teams that you wouldn't have known anything about before the draw had happened. So what do you make of the challenge that the team will face in the match?
Listen, they're not household names, so we can't be bogged down in that either. They're a very good team. They had a good result against Spurs last year in the group stage. So listen, we know they're going to be physical. They're very fit. They're a big side as well, but they play good football. So listen, it's one that we have to be at our best, and we've been preparing all week, and hopefully we can come on the right side of the result. Yeah,
they've come through an aggregate 4-2 in the previous round against St George from Moldova. You've watched both of those games on video. You've had someone at the second leg as well. The fact that they've had the European experience last week and the week before, does that add any difference to the way the game will build up, the fact that you've been able to see them in proper action?
No, that's a positive for us, the fact that we didn't play in the first round and we could analyse their games and get eyes on them out there in the second leg as well. So listen, it's been positive that way, and they've had 3 competitive games this season now at the end of their pre-season, so they look fit. But listen, match ready. We're probably 24 games into the season, so we should be a little bit ahead of them in regards to that, and we've got to take advantage of that.
From St Pat's point of view as well, barring Adam Murphy, a fully fit squad to choose from. Some new signings got minutes last week. Jamie Lennon returned as well, so it's the right time of the season for all the lads to be fit and giving you headaches in terms of trying to pick the team, but a good place to be as the manager.
Yeah, it is. We've been waiting a long time to get Jamie back, and Paddy Barrett's been out for a long time as well, and he's had a good few weeks under him now as well, so he's getting closer. And Ronan Coughlin's back after his hamstring injury. He had a good week's training, but it was important Jamie getting minutes last week against Dundalk, and obviously behind closed doors he had more minutes in that week as well. So bar Adam Murphy, we've a full bill of health.
Yeah, Barry Cotter joined on loan this week from Shamrock Rovers also. Richmond Park will be absolutely bouncing come kick-off, 2,700. It would have definitely sold out to 4,500-5,000 capacity if we were allowed to have people standing. But the place will be in a really excited mood to cheer the players on. I'm sure they're looking forward to that. Yeah, listen, the atmosphere last week against Dundalk was exceptional as well, and bar a poor goal that we conceded, they certainly would have been happy going home. The performance was good last week. We conceded a sloppy goal in the second half, which was frustrating for us, but listen, if we have a performance like that again, stay solid, give them nothing at the back, listen, we'll definitely create chances, and hopefully we take a few of them. The players, I'm sure, are excited, and I'm sure that's a point you'll be making to them in the team talk, to go and enjoy the occasion, but make sure that by enjoying it they play to a certain level and make sure that things are alive for the second leg as well.
Yeah, listen, it's the first leg, so the important thing is when we go out there next week that we're still in the tie. If we can get ahead in this game, good, brilliant. We'll go out there with something to hold on to, but the players that we have and available in our squad away from home, it suits us as well. So the important thing tomorrow night is to be solid, stay in the tie, and build from there.
And from your own point of view, it'll be your first time managing in Europe as well. This time last year you would have been still the manager of Drogheda, so you must be looking forward to it yourself, to test yourself at that level, and everyone wants to try and test themselves the next level up, and for the coaching team and yourself, it's one I'm sure you're looking forward to also.
Yeah, it's a little bit different because we don't know the players, and we're not familiar with the way they play and whatnot, so it's been a good experience for the last couple of weeks to analyse both teams, and then knowing after the second leg last week who we had, and zoning in on them and looking at how they do things tactically and the players that they have, and getting as much information into our players as possible, and going into prepare tomorrow. So yeah, it's one we're looking forward to.
Kick-off tomorrow is at 7:45. The match is totally sold out. If you don't have a ticket, it'll be live on loitv.ie for a match pass of €7. Anto Breslin made 5 appearances in this competition for Bohemians last season. He's looking forward to make his European debut for the Super Saints tomorrow night.
Yeah, no, we're really excited for it. Hopefully it'll be a great game tomorrow, and hopefully we get the job done.
Yeah, you've got good experience last year in Europe. You played 5 times in this competition, so I'm sure you're hungry for more, but how will that experience last year help you in the game tomorrow night if selected, of course?
Yeah, no, listen, it was a great experience for me last year playing them games. They were great nights in the Aviva, but listen, it's a different animal again, different teams, different type of scenario in here now. We've a great atmosphere in Richmond, so listen, they're going to be a good team. We're going to be really excited, and hopefully we get the win.
Yeah, we're at 2,700 capacity because it has to be fully seated, but you can be sure the place will be really, really loud tomorrow night. You guys have enjoyed playing here in front of the home crowd, and hopefully there'll be a help roaring you on.
Yeah, no, 100%. The place will be bouncing every Friday, you know. Unfortunately, it is that they can't fill the Camac and the other shed end. But no, we're really looking forward to it. They always make a great atmosphere, especially for the European night at home. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, in what ways have the fans, particularly yourself, you're a new player, you've come from one of the Dublin rivals, but you've settled in really well, and as a fullback, particularly on this side of the pitch, you're bombing up and down in front of the SEI, and they love having you playing on their flank?
Yeah, no, it is. They're great everywhere we go, home and away. They travel in their numbers, do you know what I mean? They do push us over the edge. So now, I imagine the European night's going to be something special, and I can't wait to get going.
From a player's point of view, to be involved in Europe, it's one of the plus points of being a League of Ireland player. Only 4 clubs get to do it every year, and St. Pat's are one of those 4, so you must be quite excited.
Yeah, no, as I said, these are games you want to be playing in. They're like massive games, so I mean, against really good opposition to go and really test yourself to see what level you're at, you know. So no, we are, all the boys, we train really well all week. Training was buzzing this morning, and no, we are, everyone's buzzing to go and ready to go for Thursday.
How big is the up in class in terms of the type of opposition that we'll face? In our case, it's Mura tomorrow.
Yeah, no, listen, I think they got to the group stage as last year, the year before, so we know what we're going to be up against. We're going to have to be really prepared. We're going to be switched on to everything. They'll try and do things quick. They'll move the ball quick, and they'll move and be really sharp. So no, listen, we've done our homework on them, and we've done them as individuals to see who we're up against, because you know, we're kind of going into the unknowns. You know, it's not like players, you know, from the league, so everyone's doing their homework. And now listen, we look prepared, and we're all excited, ready to go.
Yeah, how big are you on that as a fullback in terms of watching clips of maybe the winger you might face, but also maybe other aspects of how you feel watching video then will help you prepare, particularly as you mentioned, because you've probably never seen these players before?
Yeah, no, I'm big on that. I like doing that stuff. I like to know as much as I can. Obviously, it's only going to help me, so I don't see why you wouldn't do it, you know. So, listen, you obviously don't know who you're going to be playing against, but you can have an idea. Just going off previous games and stuff like that. Obviously, they're not big into their season yet, but you can only watch previous games that they've played in. You don't know what way that team's going to be. There might be a few changes, but all you can do is have a look. As I'm a defender, so I'll look at most of their forward players and possibly the fullback, you know, just to see what strengths and weaknesses they have.
And just lastly, in terms of confidence in the camp, you know, since the break, performances have been good. You know, there's been a couple of really good wins, a couple of hard-fought draws as well. You guys seem to be in a real good place off the pitch as well. You're able to do some stuff now, out for a game of golf, going to the beach, going for coffee after training and stuff, and I'm sure you'll be all looking to fight for each other on the pitch tomorrow night to try and get a decent result to take to the away leg then.
No, 100%. I think ever since the break we came back, we've put in some really good performances. I know probably results haven't gone away, but performing like that, your luck will eventually change. I mean, that's what we keep on saying, that we're performing well. I think Finn, when we came back, Finn Harps and then Rovers here, Dundalk, Drogheda, and we're playing really well. It's just small little mistakes I think might be costing us at the minute, but listen, we nullify them and results will start turning our way definitely. And in regards to stuff going like, yeah, we're a tight knit group, we do things together. I think that's a big strength in our group. We're all similar kind of age, so yeah, we do things together, and I think that's why we'll hopefully be a strong finish today for the end of the season and towards the European Games.
NS Muru won the Slovenian League last season. They began their league campaign the weekend just gone, and they qualified for this stage of Europe by beating Moldovan side St George 4-2 in aggregate over the last couple of weeks. Now, Eoin Doyle is the St Pat's top scorer this season with 10 league goals. He has appeared in Europe before for Sligo Rovers, but he's aiming to hit the back of the net in Europe for the first time for St Pat's against Muru. Eoin Doyle, your thoughts ahead of a big match against Muru, please?
Excited, really looking forward to it. We've worked really hard over the last little while to put a good game plan together, so hopefully it works out for us.
You've played in lots of big football matches, scored lots of goals in big matches, but not played in too many European ones, so how are you feeling ahead of this one and being back in Ireland playing in Europe?
Yeah, different challenge. Long time since I had a little go of it, so it's really exciting. If I can nick a goal, it'd be lovely, yeah.
Remind us of your previous European experience with Sligo, a number of years ago now.
Yeah, a long time ago. We played against the Ukrainian team, Poltava. I think they were 0-0 away and hopped off us 5-0 at home. Yeah, interesting day, or interesting couple of weeks.
Yeah, hopefully a better result in this match. Like you've played in so many big matches, as I mentioned, but you know, Europe is something that is an advantage for League of Ireland players, and maybe one of the reasons why you've come home and stuff. So does it feel different for you? Like, you're so experienced, but yet it's still probably a new thing for you, like?
Yeah, definitely. My last time I didn't start in the other games. Hopefully I can start these ones and try produce something for the lads. So No, it's a different challenge. Obviously, Europe's huge for League of Ireland clubs. If you could get something here tomorrow night and take something over there, it'd be lovely.
Yeah, you've 10 league goals this season, 11 including the President's Cup, so you've been hitting the net regularly. You'd be hopeful that can continue tomorrow because you've been in decent form in front of goal.
Yeah, please God, yeah. As I said, look, if we can hold on to something going over there, it'd be great. It'd be great to take a lead over anyway. But as I said, we put a great game plan together. We're really looking forward to it, and hopefully it works out.
What have you learned about Mura from studying them and speaking to Anto as well? He said he was watching a lot of clips of their attacking players as he's a defender. Are you the opposite, watching their centre-backs and full-backs and goalkeeper and stuff?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Looking at different areas of the pitch and stuff, but they look like a very fit team, very aggressive in how they press and stuff. So, but we've obviously looked at their weaknesses as well, so hopefully we can put a few bits together and try to hurt them. Yeah,
big crowd here tonight, sold out. Tomorrow night, should I say. You'll have lots of friends and family here as well, and the atmosphere here in general have been great for you guys, and the European ones are also special. I'm sure you've been told about them.
Yeah, of course. It's a very intense place to come to, especially when it's a sellout. So really looking forward to that. I know the fans will help us with that one, so hopefully it becomes a bit daunting for them and they can help us get over the line. Yeah,
because the fans have been brilliant, and any of your home goals here have been really nicely celebrated too. And the European nights are important to fans as much as they are to players and stuff. The fans have to wait a few years. The last European campaign we were knocked out by a team from Sweden and probably didn't do what we could on the pitch, so there's a sense, I'm sure, from the fans that you guys can try and go and do something special for them.
Yeah, hopefully it'd be nice to have more than one European night here in Richmond, so if you can produce that for the fans, it'll be more than they deserve, definitely.
And overall it's a two-legged affair, no away goals though, so how, without giving away the game plan in terms of approach and stuff, Tim even said it there to make sure that when we go over there next week that the tie is still in the balance.
Absolutely, we've been talking about it a lot obviously going into this, and there's no away goals, so you don't really know whether you want to be at home or away for the first or the second game. Probably doesn't really matter anymore, so yeah, being in the tie going over there is huge. If you can go over the lead, even better, so please God we can produce something tomorrow night.
The St Pat's squad trained at Ballyuster this morning, and bar Adam Murphy missing through a hamstring problem, the manager Tim Clancy has a full squad to choose from. One of those players is Adam O'Reilly, whose loan spell from Preston North End was extended until the end of the season. The 21-year-old is loving life at Richmond Park and can't wait to play here in Europe.
Yeah, look, Europe is kind of a big stage to play in, and no, look, I'm really excited. I'm sure the lads are as well. Like, obviously, it's a big competition, like. But no, look, I think we're doing well in training and stuff, and we're working on things, and it seems to be looking good. So no, look, I think we're just all excited for it.
Yeah, they've come through the first round against the team from Moldova, St George, and I know you guys would have watched it together, the second leg on Thursday and stuff, and you'll probably do more video between now and this match. But what do you make of the challenge that we face? Of course, they were in the group stages last year and beat Tottenham, which clearly isn't an easy thing to do.
No, I think in these competitions, no matter who you play, it's always going to be very competitive. So I think we're just going to go into the game kind of looking to do the best we can, really, and kind of work hard as what we do every other week. Just treat it as another game, and I think everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah, away goals don't count in the competition anymore, so home leg first or home leg second probably doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but we're sold out. We'll have 2,700 here because it has to be all seated. On Thursday the place would have sold out probably 10 times over given the number of tickets we have, and hoping to make home advantage count in front of the Inchicore faithful.
Yeah, of course. Look, I think there's always going to be that thing of home advantage away and stuff like that, but no, I think if we can do well at home, then I think it kind of boosts us then when we go away. So I think this game now Thursday is a big one for us, like.
And again, at this time of year, as a League of Ireland player, it must be just exciting. You know, you as again 21-year-old, you've signed your loan extension, you're going to make your European debut on Thursday, the cup to come, a big run in the league as well, so it's an exciting time to be a St Pat's player.
Yeah, like I think that's one of the things that made me kind of stay here as well, is that there's just so much going on and I'm enjoying it so much. I couldn't really say no, really. So I just think bring on what's next now.
You can watch the full interviews with Eoin Doyle, Anto Breslin, Adam O'Reilly and Tim Clancy on the St Pat's YouTube channel, and also on the Talking Saints podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. If you've got a ticket for tomorrow night, one of the lucky 2,700, we'd love you to be here as early as possible. Bring the flags, bring the banners, and most importantly, bring the noise for the players. If you don't have a ticket though, you can buy a match pass on loitv.ie for €7. Oisin Langan and Conan Byrne will be on commentary. Their build-up begins just before 7:30 with kick-off St Pat's against NS Muru in the Europa Conference League second qualifying round, first leg at 7:45.